It's the Reading Bug, here to tell you that today's episode of Reading Bug Adventures is sponsored by Sourcebooks and their new picture book, The Leaf Thief, written by Alice Hemming and illustrated by Nicola Slater. Help support our sponsor by purchasing The Leaf Thief and other great Sourcebooks titles at thereadingbug.com or your local independent bookstore. Sourcebooks, changing lives book by book.
Hello, reader. It's time for an all-new Reading Bug adventure, written, performed, and produced by The Reading Bug, our family-owned independent bookstore. If you love our podcast and want to help us out, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and tell at least 2 of your friends about us. And thanks, of course, to all of our listeners, shoppers, and supporters for your support, especially as we continue to navigate the new normals of this pandemic. We love your letters, pictures, and emails. Please keep them coming. And please consider continuing to support us by shopping with us. Our mission is to educate, entertain, and engage children across the globe. And you can help us by purchasing a book subscription for every young reader you know at readingbugbox.com. Unlike other subscription boxes, a Reading Bug box is handpicked to match each child's age, interests, and reading level. And as interests change, our selections can grow with you. Or you can shop at our store, thereadingbug.com, where we have millions of books for purchase for children and grown-ups. You can find our latest recommendations or purchase books from your favorite podcast episodes. Check us out! Finally, let me thank a few special friends. A great big hello and thank you to our newest patrons, Colette and Rowan, and Atticus. You're part of what makes Reading Bug Adventures podcast possible. To become a patron and support our work, please visit patreon.com/readingbugadventures. Thanks also to Resonate Recordings, who does the sound mixing and mastery for our podcast, and to all of our sponsors. Okay, reader, are you ready for another adventure with me and the Reading Bug? Great! Then let's fly! It's time for a Reading Bug adventure!
It's a Reading Bug adventure. There's lots of fun in store. Just inside our book bag, there's new places to explore. Grab your crayons and paper and your imaginations too. The Reading Bug and I can't wait to share our trip with you.
Hi, reader! Over here! Thanks for joining the Reading Bug and me on another adventure today.
Yeah, thanks. I'm super excited to get going.
I don't have any idea where your magic book bag might be taking us today, Bug, but I'm sure wherever we're going, it's going to be incredible. It always is. Reading Bug, do you want to tell us where we're headed?
Absolutely not. I never just tell you. That wouldn't be very much fun now, would it? You're going to have to guess. I'll tell you the name of some of the books in my book bag, and you can tell me where you think we'll be adventuring today, okay?
Okay.
Let me see. Aha! Here, I've got Year of the Dog by Grace Lynn, Kai and the Monkey King by Joe Todd Stanton, Moonbeams, Dumplings, and Dragon Boats by Nina Simmons, Leslie Swartz, and the Boston Children's Museum, and Who Was Bruce Lee by Jim Gigliotti.
I don't think I have any idea. Do you, reader? Can you help us out with another hint, Bug?
Sure. Do you know what Year of the Dog is?
No, I don't think so. Me and my family got a puppy 2 years ago. Is that the Year of the Dog?
Nope. That may be the year of your dog, but the Year of the Dog is one of the 12 years in the Chinese calendar.
You mean years have names?
That's right. In the United States, we use a solar calendar that is based on the number of days in a year, but the Chinese calendar is a lunar calendar that follows the moon cycles around the Earth. So the Chinese calendar has a 12-year cycle, and each of the years is named after an animal.
Is there a year of the ladybug?
I wish, but no. The 12 animals are rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. When you get to the year of the pig, the cycle repeats itself, beginning again with the year of the rat. This year, 2021, is the year of the ox, and the last year of the dog was in 2018.
So, Year of the Dog is the name of a book in your book bag, and one of the years in the Chinese calendar cycle.
Exactly right. Some people believe that people born in an animal's year will share some of the characteristics of that animal. For example, dogs have super sensitive ears and a strong sense of smell. So people born in a year of the dog are great listeners who can keep a secret and are good at telling right from wrong.
So Year of the Dog by Grace Lin must have something to do with the Chinese calendar. And I know that Bruce Lee was a Chinese-American martial arts instructor and the first Asian American to star in a Hollywood movie.
Yep, that's right, Lauren. I read in Who Was Bruce Lee that before Bruce Lee, Asians only played minor roles in movies and were often shown as fools or villains. But Bruce Lee changed that. He was a strong Asian hero who used his mind and his fists to defeat bad guys.
Okay, I think I'm beginning to put these pieces together. What about you, reader? Do you know yet where we're going on today's adventure? Year of the Dog is the name of a year in the Chinese lunar calendar, and Who is Bruce Lee is about the first Chinese-American movie star. So, I bet Moonbeam's Dumplings and Dragon Boats is also about China. Right, Bug? I don't really know what moonbeams have to do with China, but Chinese dumplings are my favorite Chinese food. Reading Bug, are we going to China on our adventure today?
Yes, yes, yes. You guessed it, Lauren. Great job.
How exciting! You know, I've always wanted to see the giant pandas that only live in the wild in China. They are super rare and can only be found in the bamboo forests on the mountainous eastern edge of West China. Do you think maybe we could go there, Reading Bug?
We could, but we could also go visit the Great Wall of China.
Oh, yeah! Well, that would be great, too.
Did you know that the Great Wall is not just one wall? It's a series of walls in northern China that were built about 500 years ago. Altogether, the walls are more than 13,000 miles long. If you stretch the Great Wall out in a straight line, it would go more than halfway around the whole world. That's one of the reasons the Great Wall is one of the 7 wonders of the modern world.
I'd love to see the Great Wall, and maybe we could visit during the Chinese New Year. I've read that the Chinese New Year celebration is out of this world. It's like our New Year's Eve, where everyone stays up late, and then at midnight, billions of fireworks go off. It's the biggest fireworks display anywhere in the world.
You're right. That would be fun. Red is the main color for Chinese New Year, so every street, building, and house is decorated in red, and red Chinese lanterns hang in every street. I'd fit right in. There are lots of dragon dances, lion dances, and parades. That would be amazing to see.
Just thinking about our adventure today makes me eager to get started. Well, what are we waiting for?
I'm excited too, but China is a long, long way from here. Aren't you forgetting something, Lauren?
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Let's take a second to stretch out and get ready for our long and very exciting trip. Stand up, unless you're buckled into your car or tucked into your bed, and wiggle your fingers and toes. Are you wiggling? Great! Now, stretch your arms up high over your head. Perfect!
Stretch up high, touch the sky, crouch down low and wiggle your toes. Swing your arms from side to side. Let's get ready to go. Stretch up high, touch the sky, crouch down low and wiggle your toes. Swing your arms from side to side. Now we're ready to go.
Those stretches felt great, Lauren. Thanks.
You bet, Bug. And while we're getting ready to go, one last thing. Did you remember to bring your crayons and paper with you today, reader? On every adventure, we love to take the time to draw pictures of all the things we see and do together. Just like illustrators who draw the pictures in the books we read, you can draw pictures of everything we experience, and your illustrations will help us retell our story to our friends and family when we return. At the end of today's adventure, we'll take a bit of time to listen to music and draw our pictures together. But you're welcome to stop and draw any time. Just press pause and then press play again when you're ready to continue. I can't wait to see the incredible pictures you draw. If you didn't remember to bring crayons and paper, don't worry. Just press pause or have a grown-up do it for you and get them now. The Reading Bug and I will wait right here for you.
Okay, I think we're ready to go off on another incredible adventure together. Lauren, reader, are you ready? Great! Magic Book Bag. We'll leave it to you to design a unique and amazing adventure in China. Maybe a cruise along the river Kongdu to see the great pandas eating bamboo. Or, if you take us to China's Great Wall, I have read, we could slide back down on a big metal sled. But whatever we do, and wherever we go, our knowledge of China will blossom and grow.
Look, reader, the Reading Bug is opening her book bag, and it's growing bigger and bigger big enough to fit us all inside. Oh, and look! Inside the bag I can see an island. I see a school with Chinese children playing outside. It looks like some of them are practicing karate or kung fu or jujitsu, some kind of martial art. Other children are playing baseball. And I see a basketball court where more children are shooting hoops. I also see a big city filled with many high-rise buildings. It looks like a lot of the cities here in the United States. Oh, look! I think there's an outside market in the city. Yes! Oh, I definitely see it. It's filled with people buying and selling all sorts of things, especially food. There are pies and piles of meat on sticks. And I see a woman frying something on a round stove. That's strange. I also see a giant white monkey in the book bag. He must be at least 12 feet tall because he's towering over all the people. And he's causing all sorts of mischief. I can't tell whether this monkey is real or if it's a person dressed like a monkey. Can you, reader? He's turning somersaults and he's jumping so high in the air that it looks like he's flying.
Don't forget all the new words floating among and between the pictures. I see tangua, apo, ni hao, shifu, and durian. Oh boy, this adventure is going to be epic. Is everyone ready to go? Great!
Reading Bug, do you know how to count to 3 in Chinese?
I know a few words. Chinese people speak many different languages and dialects, but most people in mainland China speak Mandarin, and counting to 3 is pretty easy. Repeat after me. Yi, that's 1.
E,
Great! Now, R, that means 2.
R.
Excellent! And finally, San, that's 3.
San.
Nice! Now count with me, and then let's all jump into the book bag together.
E,
R,
R,
San, jump!
Let's jump inside our book bag. What will we find there? Imaginations run away. What's in our book bag? Our trusty book bag. What will we learn about today?
Here we go. Look, the book bag is taking us up into the sky. Now we're up so high that we're looking over and through the fluffy white clouds and at the land and water below.
China is far away from our home, but with the help of my book bag and our imaginations, of course, we should be there in no time at all.
Hey, look, over there. That's the biggest continent I've ever seen. It's even bigger than Africa.
It is bigger than Africa. We must be looking at Asia. It's the biggest continent in the world, and it looks even bigger because it is connected to another big continent, Europe.
Well, then if it's Asia, we're getting closer and closer to it, and to the start of our Chinese adventure. From up here, Asia looks like a lopsided upside-down triangle, with the longest side on the top. And instead of 1 point at the bottom, there are 3 points.
The point that's the furthest away from us is Saudi Arabia. Can you see how it is attached by a small strip of land to Africa? The next point is India, and the point that is closest to us on the east coast of Asia is made up of the countries of Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. China is just above those countries. We're almost there.
Reading Bug? If China's just above those countries, I don't think we're landing in China today. The book bag seems to be headed for a large island just off the coast.
You're right, Lauren. I don't know what's happening, but whatever country that island is part of is where we're going to land. Everybody hold on tight.
Oof!
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
All those sounds of crickets and birds and monkeys. It sounds kind of familiar, like some of the rainforests we visited in our other adventures.
Rainforests are incredible and full of amazing plants and animals. Well, let's go take a look.
Yes, but I've heard that some of the most endangered and dangerous animals in the world live in the rainforests of southern Asia. There are leopards, tigers, elephants, bears, and wild boar. There are also lots of deadly insects. The scariest one is the giant Asian hornet. I read that the giant Asian hornet can grow up to 3 inches long, and its sting is incredibly dangerous. I sure hope we don't run into one of those.
I wouldn't want to be stung by a normal hornet, let alone a giant Asian one. It sounds really dangerous. Maybe we should ask the book bag to take us back home.
Lauren, we have come a really long way to just turn around without seeing anything. Let's get out of the book bag and look around before we decide to go home. I'm ready for an adventure, aren't you?
What do you think, reader? Should we take a look outside the book bag? Okay, but we need to be very careful. Who knows what's lurking outside of our book bag? If we see any hornets, let's get out of here quickly, okay?
Lauren, I don't see any bloodthirsty beasts or huge hornets. All I see is a boy walking on a path. I'm not sure where we are exactly, but I think we're safe. Follow me. Where did you come from? I could have sworn I saw you all climb out of the book bag, but no, I must be dreaming.
Hello. I'm so sorry to startle you. I'm Lauren, and this is the Reading Bug and our reader friend. We thought we might be on an island off the coast of China, but that must be wrong because you're not speaking Mandarin. In fact, I'm surprised you speak English so well. We were wondering.
Your book bag landed on Hainan Island, which is part of the People's Republic of China, and I'm not speaking Mandarin because I'm not Chinese. I'm a U.S. citizen, and listening to you speak, it sounds like you may be as well. My name is John Wu. I'm a tourist here, just like you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just assumed.
I know. You assumed that I was from China or Japan or somewhere else in Asia because I look Asian. But let me assure you that I'm every bit American as you are. And so are my mom and dad. We are all born in the United States of America. And we are as American as baseball, apple pie, and hot dogs. Before this trip, the closest I ever got to China was when I visited Chinatown in Los Angeles with my Apo.
What's an Apo?
Apo is the Mandarin word for grandma. I call her Apo because she was born in China, but she immigrated to the U.S. when she was just a teenager.
Then what are you doing here on Hainan Island?
Oh, well, the answer to that question is more complicated. You see, a few months ago, my family moved from Los Angeles to a new town where my mom was offered a job as a professor of Asian studies at the university there. That's when my whole life started to fall apart.
Fall apart? Oh, no. What do you mean?
I loved my school in Los Angeles. It was a real melting pot. There were lots of kids whose ancestors had come to America from all over the world. African Americans, Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, Irish Americans, French Americans, and many more. But I'm the only Asian American in my new school, if you can believe it. And I have a really hard time making friends. Some of my classmates even make fun of the shape of my eyes and the way I look.
Well, that's awful, John. Sometimes people can be really mean.
Oh, it gets worse. On my first day at the new school, one of the girls in my class asked the teacher if I ate dogs. She said that her mom told her that Chinese people eat dogs. The teacher said, of course not, but now kids are always barking at me when I'm eating my lunch. I'm sure that makes you feel really bad, like when other bugs called me names because I like reading so much. It does. And now some of the kids have started calling me fresh off the boat. People use fresh off the boat to refer to people from another country who moved to America, but don't act as American or as cool as they should. In other words, it's an insult, especially because I'm every bit as American as they are. So now I stay in my classroom during lunch and recess every day to keep away from all the mean kids who make fun of me.
Oh, John, I'm so sorry. I'm sure things will get better soon.
That's what my mom keeps telling me, too. But they're only getting worse. I wish I was an Asian American and that I looked like all the other kids at my school. But when I told my mom and dad, they sent me here. My mom decided we should spend the summer in Hainan because it is where my Apo was born, and some of our other relatives still live here. My mom told me that Hainan Island is called the Hawaii of China because of its mild weather and beautiful beaches. It's nice and all, but I wanted to go to Hawaii or camping in the Appalachian Mountains or take a trip to see the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., like real Americans do. But no, my mom thought that learning more about my heritage would make me proud to be an Asian American.
You should be proud, John. In fact, we're visiting China because of all the amazing things people from China have contributed to the world.
Well, I'm not proud, just bored and confused. People here don't really speak any English, so I sure am glad to be speaking with you, even if it's pretty weird to meet a talking bug.
John, you have so much to be proud of. I just read in a new book named Awesome Asian Americans that Asians have been Americans for hundreds of years. Awesome Asian Americans highlights the stories of Asian American trailblazers like martial arts legend Bruce Lee, basketball player Jeremy Lin, wrestler and actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Olympic diver Dr. Sammy Lee, and Daniel Inouye, who was the first Asian American elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1950, and who later became a senator.
But I don't fit in America, and I certainly don't fit in here. Mom enrolled me in a summer school for Chinese kids who want to learn English. At first, I was excited to be around other kids who speak English like me. But even though most of the kids can speak English as well as I can, they sure don't like me. They have been calling me a banana when they don't think I'm listening.
Banana? That's the name of my favorite fruit. That doesn't sound so bad.
Well, it's bad. The Chinese kids at my summer school call me that because they say I look Chinese on the outside, like they do, but I'm white on the inside because I'm an American and I can't speak Mandarin. In other words, they don't think I fit in here any better than I do with the kids back home. People say that sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. But it's just not true. The names the kids call me hurt a lot. And yesterday, things got even worse. Zhao Long, one of the kids in my class, challenged me to a kung fu match this afternoon. He's way bigger than me, and he's been taking kung fu lessons all his life. Not only that I do not speak Mandarin, I also don't know anything about kung fu. But everyone here seems to be great at it. Zhao is going to make mincemeat of me.
What is kung fu?
Kung fu is a martial art, or fighting sport, like karate and jiu-jitsu. Karate and jiu-jitsu started in Japan hundreds of years ago, while kung fu started in China.
John, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. We need to make this bully understand that this is not okay.
If I had one wish that would make me carefree, I'd spread kindness across the land and over the sea. It makes people feel good to see a smile, not a frown. Simple acts of kindness feel good when you're down, so be kind. Rewind, you'll find it's easy to be a friend who cares. Cherish one another and always be kind. Lead with your heart and think with your mind. Find some solutions where you can agree. Make room in the world where we can all be. So be nice. Think twice. There's no price for kindness. Just spread some love around. Whenever you're in doubt, recall the golden rule and do unto others as they do unto you. Don't speak out in anger, take a breath and start again. To love and understand is what it takes to be a friend, so be kind. Rewind, you'll find it's easy to be a friend who cares. So cherish one another and always be kind. Lead with your heart and think with your mind. Don't speak out in anger, take a breath and start again. To love and understand is what it takes to be a friend, so be nice. Think twice. There's no price for kindness. Just spread some love around. Be kind. Rewind. You'll find it's easy to be a friend who cares. There's no price for kindness. Just spread some love around. Be kind. Rewind. You'll find it's easy to be a friend who cares.
Don't worry, John. Kindness is our specialty.
What was that? I think an enormous bug just flew past. Do you think it might have been a giant Asian hornet?
No, but I'm not sure that's a good thing. It was much, much bigger than any bug I've ever seen, and I think it had fur and a tail?
Oh, that? You don't need to worry about the flying monkey, Lauren.
John, did you just say flying monkey?
Yeah, he's been following me around since last night. So far, he seems totally harmless.
A flying monkey has been following you since yesterday, and you didn't think to mention that?
Well, yesterday I found something on the ground that looked like a spine of a porcupine or a hedgehog. It was cool looking, so I picked it up and put it in my pocket. Then, late last night, the spine turned into this little flying monkey. I thought I was dreaming, but when I pinched myself, I realized I was wide awake. I thought I might be going crazy, especially when the monkey started to talk just like the reading bug.
A talking flying monkey?
Your friend is a talking, flying bug. Not so different, really, is it?
I guess not.
The monkey told me his name was Simon and that he had overheard Zhao challenge me to a kung fu match. Simon told me he was made from a strand of the Monkey King's hair. When I asked Simon who the Monkey King was, he told me that the Monkey King was the most powerful monkey in the world and that he was a kung fu shifu. Simon also told me that the Monkey King was in trouble and needed my help. He promised me that if I helped the Monkey King would teach me how to fight Zhao today. And that's why I'm here. Simon and I are on our way to Five Finger Mountain to try to free the Monkey King. It sounds weird, I know, but I figure it's my only chance if I want to beat Zhao.
I really don't understand. I'm sorry. Who is the Monkey King?
Watch out! The flying monkey's back!
Simon, careful. These are my new friends.
You want to know who the Monkey King is? Well, I'll answer that. The Monkey King is the most famous character in Chinese mythology, and I should know. You see, I was created from a strand of the Monkey King's hair. Here's his story. Long, long ago, he was born from a stone to ascend to the seat of the monkey's throne. A strong, sure, and powerful Monkey King was he, who mastered Kung Fu, taught by a monk named Subhuti. But though as a king he had power galore, the Monkey King thought he was destined for more. King was okay, he thought, but God would be best. So he left on an epic and dangerous quest to visit the gods who live in the sky and become one of them. He was determined to try. But the gods laughed and told him that he could never, if he did not have the power to live on forever.
Whoa. So the Monkey King is a monkey kung fu master who wanted to be a god, but the gods told him he couldn't be a god because he wasn't immortal like they were?
You got it.
Okay, but that still doesn't explain what you and John are doing out here. What happened next?
Well, Monkey King was tired of being teased by the gods for his bare feet, his tail, and his monkey facade. To become a god, he now knew that he had to find the peach tree of immortality. He searched the heavens until finally, in a beautiful garden, he found that tree. But by eating the peaches, he committed a crime, for which the gods ruled he would have to serve time.
So he tried to become immortal and live forever by eating a special peach. But that was against the law, and the gods punished him for it?
Yes, now you're starting to understand.
I'm not sure that I am.
As punishment, the great god Buddha buried the king on Five-Finger Mount at the top of the thing. He lies there beneath a mighty rock pile and calls out for help every once in a while. He lost all his magic by Buddha's decree. Now only a powerful adventurer can set the king free. So I made a deal with John last night. If John helps Monkey King, we will teach him to fight. Hi-ya!
Yeah, great plan. Save the mysterious Monkey King and learn Kung Fu too, so I can beat Zhao. Except I'm not powerful or an adventurer. But Simon here keeps insisting that somehow, someway, I'll be able to set the Monkey King free. It all seems a bit weird if you ask me.
Trust me, John, you're the one. Together we can free the Monkey King.
John, you are more powerful than you think.
Yeah, just like Winnie the Pooh said to his friend, Piglet. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And you may not be an adventurer yet, but we are, aren't we, reader? That must be why my book bag brought us here today. John, Simon, let us join you on your journey to the Monkey King as a team. We are both powerful and adventurous.
Hey, you, down there. Enough with all the chit-chat. I've been stuck under these rocks for hundreds of years already. Get a move on and get started with my rescue.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Of course it's me, Bird Brain. Know anyone else who is buried on Five-Finger Mount? Now, hurry!
We must hurry. The king is calling for us. Quickly up the mountain, follow me.
But the mountain is steep and rocky. What if I fall?
John, we'll be right behind you. If you slip, we'll catch you. Promise.
Okay.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Faster, faster! Some heroes you are.
Don't listen to him. It seems like being stuck under rocks for hundreds of years has made the Monkey King angry and mean. Take your time and watch your step. We'll get to the top together and safely.
What's taking so long?
Sorry, Your Majesty. We're on our way.
We're almost there. Just a little bit further.
I don't think I can make it to the top.
You've got this, John. Grab onto me and our reader friend, and we'll help you up. Oh, there.
We did it! We made it! Great job, John.
Look around. We're way up high, and the view here is amazing.
So, now you're going to do a little sightseeing, are you? Stop wasting time and rescue me!
Oh, reader, look! Sticking out from under the enormous pile of rocks are two huge legs covered in white fur.
Magnificent white fur.
Are you the Monkey King?
Well, duh.
It must be terribly painful to be buried under those rocks. I had no idea you'd be so white and so big. I've never seen a white monkey, and I've certainly never seen a monkey as big as you. You look larger than a gorilla. Maybe as big as King Kong.
Why, thank you. I am enormous, aren't I? I wasn't always this big, you know, but after I ate the peaches of immortality, which I stole from the gods, my magic powers grew and grew. I found I could make myself big or tiny, create clones of myself, like that little mini-me over there, and even change into different shapes.
That's some really powerful magic.
I know. I was so powerful that I decided I was just as good as the gods who made fun of me, so I renamed myself the Great Sage, Heaven's Equal. I also decided that anyone as powerful as me should be bigger than a little itty-bitty monkey, so I supersized myself too. Now, I do love talking about myself, but let's get back to business. John, how are you planning to get me out of here?
Me? I don't have a plan. I thought you or the flying monkey had a plan.
Well, of course we don't have a plan. If we did, I would have been freed hundreds of years ago. You think I'm lying under all these rocks because I want to? Oh, Simon, why'd you bring me this puny good-for-nothing if he doesn't have a plan to get me out from under these rocks? Listen, I'm not getting any younger as you dawdle. You'd better think of a plan, and quickly. I may be trapped up here, but I can still command my mini monkey army to attack you if you're unable to set me free.
A mini monkey army?
Yes! Before I lost my magic, I created a whole army of flying monkeys like that one over there. He may seem harmless enough, but together with the others, they form a ferocious, flying monkey squad that has fought to protect me over the centuries.
Yikes! Reading Bug, reader, what can we do to help John? If he can't set the Monkey King free, it sounds like we will all be attacked by a bunch of flying monkeys.
Like in The Wizard of Oz?
Exactly.
We definitely don't want the Monkey King's cruel clones to attack us. We've got to come up with a plan, or we might have a really tough time getting back home. And who knows what they might do to poor John if we're unable to help. Reader, can you think of anything we might be able to do to get the Monkey King out from under the pile of boulders?
Great idea, Reading Bug. Let's all think about how we can set the Monkey King free. Together, I'm sure we can think of something. And while we think, I'm going to pause our adventure, and I'll play some music for us to color to. We can think of a plan and draw pictures of everything we've seen and done on our adventure already. Maybe you'd like to draw a picture of Simon, the flying monkey, or the enormous Monkey King trapped under a mountain of rocks. Or maybe you can draw a plan for how to set him free. Whatever you draw, I'm sure it will be awesome. When we return, we'll need to have a plan. Otherwise, who knows what dangers we may face. We may need to protect ourselves from an army of mini monkeys. And John will need to find a way to protect himself from Zhao when he faces him in a kung fu fight. But even in the face of danger, I know that somehow, some way, everything will turn out fine because...
When you're a reader, you're a leader. You're ready to learn about everything as you grow. You'll show this world that you can be anything. You could write a book or fly a plane, build a house with a giant crane. Whatever you do, one thing will be true. There's nothing you can't do. You can see it through just by being you.
Thank you for joining us on our adventure today, and I can't wait to see you next time when we try to set the Monkey King free. In the meantime, if you want to read more about China, Asian Americans, or the Monkey King, you can find a list of all the books in the Reading Bug's book bag at thereadingbug.com/adventures. The Reading Bug and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!
It's a Reading Bug adventure. There's lots of fun in store. Just inside our book bag, there's new places to explore. Grab your crayons and paper and your imaginations too. The Reading Bug and I can't wait to share our trip with you.
Today's episode of Reading Bug Adventures was sponsored by Sourcebooks and their new fall picture book, The Leaf Thief by Alice Hemming.
It's fall time, Lauren. I just love fall. All the pumpkins, the apples, the pumpkin spice lattes, and of course, the colorful leaves.
Oh, me too, Reading Bug.
And you know what? I've got the perfect book to help you learn about the changing seasons. The Leaf Thief, written by Alice Hemming and illustrated by Nicholas Slater.
I was just mentioning.
It's really funny. You see, there's a silly squirrel and, oh, I don't want to give it all away. Let me just say that it's a great fall-time book, and you're going to have to read it for yourself.
I do love a book that includes a little science, Reading Bug. I think I'll read it today. And you can purchase The Leaf Thief from Sourcebooks too, at thereadingbug.com or your local independent bookstore. Sourcebooks, changing lives book by book. Thank you, Sourcebooks, for your support.
And thanks to all of our individual sponsors as well. If you're interested in becoming a patron, please visit our page at patreon.com. Thank you for listening to Reading Bug Adventures. I'm Lauren Savage, and today's adventure was an original story written by Diane and Brandon Savage. This episode was performed by me, Chloe, Riley, and Brandon Savage, and by Declan Polly and Heather McDill. Sound mixing and mastery is by Resonate Recordings. The Reading Bug is our family-owned independent children's bookstore in California, and we're passionate about educating, entertaining, and engaging children of all ages. Learn more about us at thereadingbug.com and our personalized subscription service at readingbugbox.com. Thank you.